The tale unfolds as Noel's hometown faces annihilation from the abyss. A forest spawned when excess mana saturates the air, creating a bridge to the demon-filled void. As the abyss deepens, reaching a perilous depth of 12, it threatens to unleash a formidable foe known as a lord. Bracing for the impending doom, Noel's grandfather, Brandon, known as the legendary Overdeath and once the mightiest seeker, grips his weapon, readying himself for combat he believed was behind him. He instructs Noel to seek refuge, promising that help is on the way. Yet Noel, knowing his grandfather's true intentions, understands that no help will come. Brandon is set to confront the Lord alone. With a mix of resolve and nostalgia, Brandon, preparing for battle, reflects on the legacy of his title, Overdeath, a name that instills fear across realms. He vows to defend Noel at all costs. As Brandon steps into the fray, he contemplates the unyielding demands of manhood, never to falter, regardless of the circumstances. Meanwhile, Noel, cloistered in safety, is consumed by fear and dread, his thoughts fixated on his grandfather's fate. After the confrontation, Noel discovers Brandon gravely injured. Brandon, resigned to his fate, imparts the harsh realities of a seeker's life, marked by constant proximity to death. Despite his wounds, he challenges Noel's resolve to follow in his footsteps. With firm determination, Noel commits to the life of a seeker, aspiring to surpass even Brandon in strength. With pride and love, Brandon passes, leaving Noel in profound grief. 2 years later, Noel, now a seasoned seeker, leads his team against monsters. Despite belonging to the supposedly weakest support class, Talkers, Noel commands respect through his strategic acumen and crucial role in enhancing the team's capabilities. His guidance proves vital as they face a vampire queen capable of spawning formidable progeny. As the battle intensifies, Noel's leadership is crucial. When a sudden attack disrupts their strategy, Noel's quick thinking and directives bolster his team, showcasing the true strength and importance of a talker. As Noel gears up to demonstrate the fighting prowess of his class, he ignites his team with renewed vigor and tactical guidance, determined to prove that no role is too small in the face of adversity. Amid the chaos, Tanya's panic begins to surge, but Noel, ever the steadfast supporter, employs his pure support skill to calm her turbulent thoughts. Setting a timer for 74 seconds, Noel takes charge, declaring his intention to handle the lesser foes, allowing his team to concentrate on the principal threat. With precise commands, he orchestrates their movements and preps them for a formidable assault. Noel then neutralizes the smaller enemies with a stunning move and readies his magic gun, the sole anti-beast weapon tailored for a talker. He fires an ice bullet, immobilizing the demons. However, one manages to evade. With only one bullet left and the timer ticking down, Noel calculates the beast's approach. He has precisely 23 seconds to instruct his team to strike the main body. His directions fly just as the beast lunges at him. The team, following Noel's lead, unleashes their most powerful attack. Tanya, witnessing the victory, initially fears for Noel's safety, but soon realizes he's unharmed. His impeccable timing not only allowed him to dodge the attack, but also ensured that the spawns were incapacitated once the queen fell. The battle concludes just as Noel predicted, right at the 74-second mark, leaving his teammates both impressed and teasingly critical of his audacious tactics. Reflecting on his childhood, Noel recalls feeling dismayed about being a talker, yearning instead to be a warrior like his grandfather Brandon. His grandfather reassured him, promising to nurture his unique talents and help him become the strongest seeker. Now, amidst the remnants of the battle, Noel reaffirms his determination to exceed his grandfather's legacy, even from the often underestimated position of a talker. Noel then delves into the significance of Ar, the capital of the Vant Empire, a city that thrives on magic and technology harvested from beast research. This metropolis relies on seekers like him to shield it from the abyss, elevating them to heroic status. Later, as the team savors a meal together, Noel reflects on his journey at 15, when he first sought allies in Ar, fully aware that as a talker, he could never face battles alone. Walter, basking in the glow of their $5,000 reward, discusses their team's progress. Nearby, Tanya and Lloyd talk about setting higher goals. Amidst this, Noel ponders the potential benefits of adding a scout to their team, but for now, he focuses on gaining more experience with his current allies. The conversation shifts when a drunken Walter teases Noel about being too concerned with money, asserting that a true seeker should be generous-hearted. Walter's jibes evoke a poignant memory for Noel. His grandfather once emphasized the importance of prioritizing funds to secure the best survival gear. Being deemed greedy or malevolent, he advised, should be seen as a mark of success, not disgrace. His grandfather, known as Overdeath, had taught him to never let others' judgments diminish him. Back in the present, Noel asserts he isn't bothered by the remark, but Walter persists, leading to a heated exchange. Noel mocks Walter's reliance on seniority over genuine ability, which infuriates Walter further. Walter accuses Noel of staying back in battles, letting others risk their lives. As their argument escalates, Walter threatens Noel, who stands his ground, accepting the challenge. Lloyd intervenes, reminding them of their camaraderie and suggesting they split the reward to diffuse the tension. After settling their dispute, the team realizes they are left with only $2,500 each after clan dues. Tanya expresses disappointment over the modest payout, but Lloyd points out the rarity of such lucrative missions. Noel notes the additional challenges they face as independents, not aligned with any official clan, which limits their missions and potential earnings. Lloyd updates the group on their total savings, which now exceed $100,000. Without hesitation, Noel proposes they use these funds to start their own clan. Confidently, Noel offers to invest an additional $80,000 from his personal savings, believing that forming their own clan will empower them to ascend beyond menial jobs and foster growth. Lloyd expresses concern about their inexperience and the high costs of establishing a base in the capital. Yet Noel, undeterred, has already sourced a cost-effective location. He challenges Lloyd's hesitation, arguing that they will never be ready if they keep waiting, insisting that the experience necessary to ascend from their C-rank status will come from running their own clan, not from delay. Despite Lloyd's worries about securing high-paying jobs without the country's endorsement, Noel counters by highlighting their youth, attractiveness, and strength, qualities valued by the government. He envisions their team not only as seekers, but as potential idols and heroes, suggesting that their appeal and prowess could attract sponsorships and partnerships, further bolstering their financial and professional stature. Walter, initially taken aback by the discussion, struggles to believe that their appearance could influence their treatment by the government. However, Noel's confidence and persuasive arguments about leveraging their looks for the clan's benefit gradually win him over. Tired of the second-rate jobs they've been stuck with, Walter embraces the idea of forming a clan, envisioning the status, fame, and wealth that could come with it. His enthusiasm even leads him to make a lighthearted joke about attracting women with his newfound status, drawing a reprimand from Tanya. With Walter on board, Noel turns to Lloyd, the group's unofficial leader, presenting his uncompromising stance. If they don't agree to start a clan, he's prepared to leave the group and take his share of their savings with him. Noel's intensity and ultimatum shock everyone, especially as he reveals his dream of becoming the greatest seeker, surpassing even his legendary grandfather, Overdeath. Lloyd, taken aback by Noel's resolve, realizes the gravity of Noel's commitment and agrees, reasoning that this decision was inevitable. Tanya, still skeptical, questions Lloyd's decision, but he reassures her that this path was always their destiny. Lloyd suggests postponing further discussions until they've had time to rest and recover from the day's events and the effects of alcohol. The group agrees to reconvene in 2 days to finalize their plans. As they disperse, Tanya pauses to speak to Noel, but ends up only saying goodbye. That concludes this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.